Hi, it's Russ, and I do a lot of different videos, but this may be the most important video I've done to date. Many of us are learning that it is recommended by the government and the CDC in the US to wear masks. And if you're like me, you don't have a lot of the items that are needed to create a mask easily. So I did a no-sew mask made from cotton t-shirts. While this may not be the prettiest mask, it was pretty easy to make, and it takes just a few minutes. And if you're stuck at home and don't have sewing supplies and elastic, this will work for you. There's a few things. I'll show you how I made it, and it may not, again, it's not the prettiest, but at this time you need a mask to protect others just in case you're asymptomatic and you have the virus. It does, it is important to make one that fits. So I'm going to go over how I made it, and that way you can see if this will work for you, even on a temporary basis, until you can get, masks that you feel better about. I'll also, in another video following this one, how do you clean the mask, or an easy way to clean it rather than waiting to do laundry. So that'll be in the next video. So here's what you're going to need for your making a mask. Like a paper towel and old cotton t-shirts. This is an undershirt or a regular t-shirt. If you don't wear it, this is the perfect time to make use of this. And you also need a pen. We're gonna make a simple template, and then scissors, and you'll need scissors to cut it out. So let me grab the scissors, which I forgot, and we'll get back to work. Okay, step one is to kind of create your face template. So you're going to take a paper towel. You're going to put the center of it, which you might shift, and what you want to do is get this, the end of it, basically right on your earlobe, or not the earlobe, but just inside your ear like that. Then pinch where the center is if you're off center. Like I need to be a little bit more off center. And then what you need to do is, as you come down, start pinching where your chin line is. Okay, you want to pinch it, you want to pinch it, you want to pinch it, you want to pinch it. Now you're going to do half of this. So you also want to know where the half is at the bottom, so that you make a straight line. So that way when it's done, you can now fold it. And then take your pen, and you're going to draw along the line of what you just pinched, the outline, to get your general curve for the fabric. Okay, I've taken my pen, in the areas that I had pinched the crease, I went just a little bit below, so when I did it, where the actual creases were. So this way, I've got a little extra fabric, because it's going to be a lot easier to do a little extra fabric and cut it off if you don't want it, than to have too much fabric. So now that you have your scissors, you can easily just cut along the line, and what you're doing now is you're creating a template. And if you have more than one person in your house, each person would create their own template, and you can write their names on it if you need it for further use, if you don't get anything. So on this one here, I wrote Russ, so I can't read it with the light there. So now you're going to need to get a t-shirt, and I'll pull that out and get back to you exactly the next step. Okay, I have an old Hanes cotton t-shirt. here's the one thing. The CDC said that synthetic fabrics aren't as good as trapping the germs if you're going to do a cotton homemade mask as cotton. So don't use an old Under Armour shirt that's synthetic, or they said spandex is like the worst, so don't use that. Try and find an old cotton t-shirt that you no longer need that you can use for this. Now you're going to want to turn it inside out when you do the markings with your template. So let's do that. I mean, this video is going to end up taking longer than the actual process of doing this. And I think you need to, there are no, in my cotton t-shirt, there are no seams. So at one point, you're going to have to make a slit at the bottom. Just try and do a straight slit. And with mine, I use the bottom of the t-shirt because at least along my nose then, there'll be a finished line, you know, rather than the bottom will tend to curl a little bit. So if you're able to get like fabric tape later on, that may be able to help it. So you're going to do a cut, and along the bottom of the line, once you've got your shirt inside out, you're going to take the edge, mark the edge of your template that you created on your face with the paper, and line it up to the base of your t-shirt. And I'm going to do that, and then basically, because this is only one half of your template or one half of your face, you're gonna have to flip it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mark it so you can see everything that I've done. Okay, I have completed the marking of my shirt. So I can remove the template and you can start to see how this mask is going to play out. And this will be the back of the mask for me. So I marked the inside. Notice this line here and this line here. These are the center points for your template. So when you lay down the first side of your template, when you mark it in case when you go to flip it over, you know where the center is, and then you double it up. So now you just need to cut it out. So I'll do that now. All right, I have now cut out my mask, and the marked part I'm putting towards my face and noticing where the middle line marker is that I made. Okay, I'm gonna put that in the center of my nose. I'm gonna line it up, and just remember, like this, the whole process of wearing the mask are to protect you from others. And right now we want to check, where's the ear hole going to be? So put your mask on and try and get it to where you've got about a 1/4 inch or more if it's even, and try and figure out, well, how far to the base of your ear, because that's going to be the point where you make your cut that will go around your ear. So basically come in and just put your finger where you think that spot is and kind of grasp it, okay? So on the outside of that, what you're going to do is make a small cut. And I'd say fold it. You don't want to make a gigantic cut. You can always make a larger cut. So we're going to make about a 3/4 of an inch or maybe 1/2 inch cut. Hey, Scoop. Okay. That's, again, you can always go bigger, but if you go too big, you can't go back. So now, okay, we've got this hole at the end, and this one's too small for me, so I need to do more. So I'm gonna just trim it up, and I'll do the other side, and then show you what it does. Okay, maybe it's not 1/4 of an inch, maybe it's closer to an inch that you need to make the cut. So then line up your one side, your first side, and this will help you. This will replace your paper template once you get your first one done and you're like, okay, this fits. So you can make several of these since you're only supposed to use them once in public before washing them. The next video will have, washing and cleaning. So you can put this around your ear. You cut out the other side and put the other one around your ear. Pull out your earlobe. And you can always just, tuck it under. I mean, it's less about looking good. For some people, maybe it is looking good. But this no wash face mask or no sew face mask will, allow you to at least get out to the store, protect yourself, and it actually fits pretty well. You can then, if you have somebody else to help you, you can trim off the edges. My thought is, at this point, it's not that big of a deal to me. And if you do have fabric tape, you can then go ahead and tuck these under, because fabric tape should survive your cleaning that's going to have to happen. So there you go. There's your no sew face mask. I hope this you found this useful, easy. It's a good way to use old t-shirts that you no longer wear but have kept around, and it'll help keep others safe if you are asymptomatic, or if you have the virus but aren't showing symptoms. It's another way to protect you and others. So thank you for watching, and if you want to watch the best way to clean this, what's recommended, without putting it in your washing machine with all your other clothes, watch the next video on cleaning your cotton masks. Thank you.